try to focus on the music and take a deep breath while we hear it. Take a deep breath and be in the moment. Just close your eyes, focus on the sound, and take a deep breath. You can turn on your cameras and come back whenever you feel. Before we go ahead, if I can please request all of you to again come on the cameras because we are on day 8 of our workshop and we are really excited to see each one of you today. And yeah, I mean, Prakti, Sabur, Jivika, Amir, Vikas. Yeah. Thank you so much. Over to you, Sohail, sir, please.
Okay. Well, thank you, every single peep, for showing me that people from different regions, different religions, different age groups, different languages can come together and work as a team with dignity, respect, and love. I have not done a program like this before. This has been an amazing experience for me. So thank you all for allowing me to share my knowledge of photography with you. I don't consider myself as an authority on photography. However, I teach for two main reasons. I want to learn and I want to give back. So I'm not sure if you learned anything in these 7 workshops we had so far, but I definitely learned a lot from you. And I'm extremely happy that I'm part of this whole process. So photography is like, it's a hobby. It's just like any other hobby, or it can be your profession also. But it allows you to achieve the peace of mind, no matter where you are, no matter who you are with. So don't let it go. Hold on to it and never, ever let this passion die. You will not regret if you stick to it and if you give it 100%. I don't think I'll miss getting up at 6 o'clock on Saturdays. However, I am definitely going to miss you a lot. So I would request that please stay in touch. You're always welcome to get in touch with me through WhatsApp. You have probably my email. If you don't, I can give that to you. And the reason I was able to achieve all this was because of Stears, obviously. So thank you, every single member of the organization, Umar, Anas, Tabish, Urwa, Sabur, Ipsita, for believing in me, for trusting me, and for allowing me to share my knowledge with our peeps. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your guidance. It has been, like I said, an amazing experience for me, and I will cherish it forever. So today, since this is sort of a closing day for our program, I would like to do three things. I would like to review what we have done during the entire program and why we did it. I would like to offer feedback for all peeps individually. I don't think I have seen the best of you when it comes to photography. That's because the assignments were tough and the time was very limited. So my review might not be accurate. I will probably underrate you. I apologize for that in advance, but these will be my sincere thoughts and comments based on what I have seen so far, what I have heard so far, not only in the workshop itself, but outside the workshop. I have been watching your chats and your communication, your interactions, and so it's going to be limited review when it comes to that, because I don't have your full portfolio. So finally, I will answer your questions. I have exactly 40 or 50 minutes for that. If we go over, that's okay. It's the last day. It's not a problem. So we know that day one, I told you that we take photos because we want to tell stories. Some people just want to express themselves. They have something inside them and they just want to get it out. Some people simply take pictures because it just makes them happy. So whatever your reason might be, do it with passion. Don't do it half-heartedly. You should walk, you should talk, sing, laugh, and cry photography. Whatever you do, it doesn't have to be photography. Do it with full passion. Don't do it half-heartedly, because you'll be just simply wasting your time if you do it like that. So let's first go back to sharing my screen. I hope you guys can see this. This is what I showed you on day one, okay? If you really look at it, it's pretty simple, okay? You have to have an idea, which you all do, because based on what I have seen so far, is you guys have a great eye. You can recognize the story, and because we have given you such a short period of time, and how fast and quick and you were after turning in those assignments. So the second thing would be telling a story. This is what is going to take time, that I said in the beginning. This is something that will come with practice, with taking lots and lots of pictures. All of a sudden, you're going to look at your old photos and you're going to start fixing them down the road. Like after 5 years, you will see a picture that you had taken 5 years ago. You will notice, oh, this is what was wrong with this. It will happen automatically. You will not even feel it. So let me just start by going through real quick through the compositional part of it, telling a story, what we learned so far. When it comes to composing a photo, there are a few rules or guides that you need to keep in mind. And one of those we did talk about is rule of thirds. But keep in mind that all these rules are meant to be broken. You should not stick to them, because if you do, then your photographs are not going to be your photographs. They're going to be those cookie cutters. We do not want a cookie cutter photo. We want your photograph. but it is very important that you know the rule before you break it, okay? So the reason we are using these rules is because we're trying to tell our story. When we're trying to make it easy for our viewer to understand what your story is, at the same time, we're trying to create a compelling photograph. That's the whole idea behind composition. And more you work, more you take, more pictures you take, better you're going to get at it, just like anything else. Now that we know that photograph is a two-dimensional subject or unit, our job as a photographer is to give the feeling of a third dimension by creating either a foreground or a leading line or framing the picture. We talked about all this. We do this because we want to create that wow factor to our photographs. And at the same time, we want to lead our viewer to our story. That's why we use these techniques. And keep one thing in mind, that you are meant to break the rule. However, if you are entering into a contest, pay attention to these rules because judges are looking for them. And if they find, for example, your photograph for no reason is dead center, you probably are going to be rejected. So keep rules in mind when it comes to contests. Pay attention to everything that you have learned so far. Keep repeating it. I did not get a chance to show you everything, and it's impossible to do that anyways, even if we had 20 workshops. But I think I did enough for you to get started on your own. And based on what I have seen from your photographs, I think you are all good to go. And I'm confident actually that you're all good to go. So some of the things that you want to keep in mind when photographing is pay a lot of attention to lighting, because lighting, at the end of the day, photography means writing with light. It is about light. Try to go out when nobody's there. As soon as the storm ends, when there's fog outside, when it's really raining heavily, very early in the morning, after the sunset. So those are the times when the light really, really, talks. For example, some of these shots you see here were about that. It was very early morning fog. This was a blue sort of fog, early morning, when people were rushing either to their work or not paying attention. A sunrise, early sunrise. A sunset in Rajasthan. And you can see that from the shadows. You can see how shadows are created in these in the sand, creating the texture. The little light spot on a person sitting on a bench. Create your photos. If you don't find a subject, create it. And this photograph was created. It was placed there on purpose. Now I'm going to go straight to your portfolios. If at the end I get more time, I will show you a couple more things. If not, I will probably try to send it through WhatsApp. Okay, just bear with me because I will have to put together these folders. I'm going to start with Amir since his name is first. Is he here, by the way? Amir is in, okay. So Amir, I have one assignment. Let me see if I can add more. I think you were in assignment 4. There we go. There's more somewhere. Okay. That's Amir. By the way, I love these photos that you have taken. I'm not sure who took these photos, but they are so good. I downloaded them. I kept them in a folder. Looking at Amir's work, I can easily say that he's up there. you have understood, you have grasped the concept of capturing a moment. Even though these photographs are posed, all these photos that I'm looking at right now, except for this one, are posed photos. They don't look artificial. They have life in them and they look real. So, which is because the way you are able to see things and capture them before they get conscious. Even a portrait, formal portrait can be taken, can be made candid if you capture it in between those gaps. So technique-wise, I can see how you have evolved in your photos. I'm trying to find faults in your photos, by the way. I can't. Let's look at this picture. I mean, this is great. If you had turned a little bit to your right, just a tad to your right, when you took this picture, and avoided this yellow part of the hat, although it adds the story, but when it comes to techniques, it is a little distracting. So I'm just being very picky with your photos. But I love your portraits, are probably one of the best that I have seen in this group. So keep doing what you're doing. If you have any questions, come back to me and I'll be more than happy to help you with that. Other thing you want to keep in mind is, for example, this photo, watch what is happening above the head. So turning maybe a little bit to the left, putting him in this gap here, his head, turning a little more to your right, actually, would have avoided this stick coming out of his head. So these little things, you will learn this with practice, with time, and you will keep getting better. But very good job and very good progress. And like I said, maybe you already are a really good photographer, but I didn't get to see that portfolio. But what I have seen, based on that, I think the way you have progressed has been excellent. Okay, next up is going back to Akhtar. I think Akhtar is here. Is he here, Akhtar? Yeah. Can unmute and say yes? No? Okay. So if he's not here, I'm going to skip him. I'm going to go to Ayushi. I think she's here. Ayushi, you're here? No? Okay, so she's not here either? All right. I know Deepak is here. I saw him having dinner. So let's talk about Deepak. Let me get all his photos. So one thing about Deepak I want to say on personal level is he's very dedicated person. I don't know him that well, but I can tell you this with guarantee that whatever he does with passion and dedication. So first thing I noticed here, he turned in, I think, all assignments. And Deepak he knows what he's looking at. Let me first show him here. There he is. Okay. When it comes to photography, he knows what he's looking at. He's able to identify his story. I don't think I need to say anything about that part. When it comes to taking pictures, the photographs that I have here are probably the ones that you have taken before the program. So I think you did mention that. So I'm sure you're going to fix those issues going forward. And I'm trying to see what I see here. For example, this photo here, I like it. I like this one better. I don't like eyes dead center. from top to bottom vertically. So I like this photo here. But identifying a story is probably one of the things that he already has. And all you need to do from here onwards is to go and just give me 1 second. Change this chair. Okay. Is to pay attention to techniques. Just use the rules that we have showed you and the guides we have showed you and apply them to your skills that you already have. Next, I'm going to move on to Jivika. I know she's here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I will allow you to ask questions at the end of this, so hold on to your thoughts. Jivika. Okay. Well, what should I say? I have to say, I don't pick favorites, never ever I do. Everybody's equal for me, but for some reason, I have a lot of respect for Jivika. So I like the way she thinks. That I see from the photographs. And let's actually pick one. She for sure knows how to capture a story. There's absolutely no doubt about it, even when she's taking a selfie. So that part, you don't need to worry about. What you need to worry about is paying attention to little details. That's how you take photography to the next level. By the way, people are going to tell you guys that it's the person or the photographer who takes photos, not the camera. Okay? That's true. But can you win a NASCAR race driving a Maruti? No. It's not going to happen. You will need a really good car to take your driving, for example, to the next level. It's simply not going to happen. Same thing with photography. When I tell this to people, some people get mad at me. But all of you, at some point, if you do not have a good camera, I would like to tell you, invest in a good camera. Do not get lazy and keep taking pictures with your, I'm not saying this to Jivika, by the way. It just came to me. I was supposed to tell this whole group. I invest in a good camera because there's no way you can take your photography to the next level if you don't have good tools. Tools are very, very important in any skill or in any art, okay? So, like I said, Jivika can take a selfie, even a selfie, with so much detail and expression. And like I said, all you need to do, Jivika, is pay more attention to details, like I just told you about this one. Don't cut off things where they look incomplete unless you are trying to tell a story. I think I edited some wrong photos here. There's Jivika, by the way. And this probably was your first picture. Was it a selfie? I think this too was a selfie. So what my recommendation to you would be, keep doing what you're doing as far as looking at image or identifying your stories are concerned, because you're really good at that. And you're emotionally involved when it comes to photography. I can see that in your photos. So just brush up and pay attention to all these techniques that we have learned. There are many, many more techniques, but at least the ones that I have showed you. Okay. All right, that was Jivika. Next up is...
Thank you, sir.
Sure, you're welcome. Next up is Lakshmi. Is Lakshmi here? Unmute and let me know, please.
I am here.
Okay, good. All right. All right. I don't have your photo in there. Don't know what happened to that. Let me see if it's still there somewhere. Did you submit a photograph with the certificate?
Yes, sir. I have submitted my photograph
Oh,
with
for
the
some reason, I don't know what happened. Okay. But we know what you look like. We can see you right now. Maybe it's here. No, it's not. Okay. So about Lakshmi, same thing. She knows how to identify a story and how to capture a story. But the delivery part of this, you will get better and better at it after this program. I'm 100% sure about it, because all you need now is to apply those rules and guides that I have taught you, and don't limit yourself to that. Go out there and, read books, watch other people's photographs. This applies to everybody in this group. Look at other famous photographers' photos. And I said on the first day, share your photos with people who will give you honest opinion, okay? Not with your aunt who's going to tell you, oh my God, it's breathtaking, when there is absolutely nothing breathtaking about that photo. Okay, it makes me mad. So do that and don't feel bad. All right. And like I said here, you saw what was going on. You not just saw it, you actually felt it, because you told me what was happening there. You actually felt it. It was a matter of just getting close on some of the faces, changing your angle, getting rid of the areas that are not needed, that are not part of the story, like you did probably here. Is this yours, Lakshmi?
Yes, sir. This is mine.
Okay. Yeah, like you did here. This was a very good shot. Okay.
Oh, this is not my photo.
This is not yours. I noticed that. Yeah. Okay. But this is yours. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Previous one was mine.
Okay. So
Not
yes.
this one.
Yeah. All you have to do is based on, this is yours, right?
No, sir. Yes, sir. This is mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. So all you need to do is now just apply techniques, and like I said, and get rid of the areas that are not needed in the shot. If you have any other questions, you're more than welcome to ask me a little bit later or after this workshop is over. But thank you so much for being part of this group and submitting your images.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. So next up is Mahak. Is it Mahak? Let me see. I don't want to miss anybody. Jivika, Lakshmi, Mahak, yeah. Mahak. And Mahak is here. And Mahak is here. Mahak is here. Okay. All right. There's Mahak. Okay. So your techniques are good. So is your storytelling. There's no doubt about it. But your techniques are also good, which I have noticed right from 401, this photo. Every single photograph, you may be doing it unintentionally, what you're doing, or maybe you know what you're doing. I don't know that. But if you know what you're doing, wonderful. If you don't know what you're doing, keep doing it. So this one is exactly how it's shot. This one is exactly how it should have been shot. Okay. And I love how creative you get when it comes to putting things together. And that tells me that not only are you a good photographer, you probably are a good graphics designer also. You may not know that, I'm telling you now. So that's what it is. But keep working hard, keep taking pictures. Try to, this photograph, I probably would have cropped a little bit more, gone a little bit closer. This series of photos, I would have probably shot not all from top, maybe a couple from the sides. Other than that, you're up there, and you learn very quickly. That's a good quality to have. Let me see what else I can think of. I need to pay attention to my time also. I think I'm doing fine. Okay. Other than that, if you have any questions, hold on to those. We will get to you.
Thank you so much.
Sure. Then we have Mehroob. Is Mehroob here? Just unmute and let me know, Mehroob. No? I thought she was. Okay. So Mehroob, if you're not here, I'm going to move on to Mustafa. Mohammed Mustafa is here. So that's his one set. And we see second set. Should be one more. Third. And four. 5. Okay. Right. So Mustafa is a people person. I can tell you that from, I don't know how many miles Afghanistan is from my home. He's very respectful and very caring. And as a photographer, he really, really wants to learn. This is what I have got from his conversations during workshops, his photographs, his interactions during WhatsApp groups. And not only that, he cares about other people, how he comments on people's photos and how he encourages other people. That's a great quality to have. I mean, that's what will take you to wherever you want to go. When it comes to photography, you started with good, and you definitely have gone better, much better. All you need to do now is to keep taking photos and applying those techniques to new photos and being your own competition. You know, every day you take a picture, you tell yourself, this is not good enough. I need to get better at it. So keep doing that, keep fighting. And I think we have a lot in common. So we both practice law, and we have a very, I would say, confusing and full of pressure job. And I think this is something that will give you peace of mind that I just mentioned. So hold on to it and keep doing what you're doing. He showed us his wonderful family through his photographs, and I could tell how with time his photos kept getting better and better. Paying attention to rules. This one, I think I cropped on the right-hand side. So some of these pictures might have been taken before the program, so I understand why they were like that. That's why I said this portfolio review may not be a fair review, because some of these pictures were taken before the program. So I do understand that. Other than that, you know, you can tell a story for sure. You can tell a story. You just need to work on your techniques and apply them to the future photographs, whatever you take in future. Other than that, great job, Mustafa, and thank you. You are one of those students who has submitted every single assignment. That shows dedication, and that's a quality of a successful person. All right. Always. Was Mustafa here? While I was talking, I was just somebody recording it. We need to send it to him. Are you here, Mustafa? No? Oh, okay. Now, next up is Owais. He was here. I don't know what happened. So next up is Owais. Let's go Owais. Starting from day 1, day number 2, day number 3. I know he's in every single assignment. Okay. So, Uwais, I wish I was as good as you are at your age. I wasn't even like 5% of that when I was your age. So that's huge. You have an amazing start. You already have achieved a lot in photography, and your photographs definitely convey that. I think you have a very bright future when it comes to photography. I do not discourage people if they want to make photography their profession. However, I'm a father now. I have 2 children, and I would have loved them to become professional photographers. My daughter actually is into filming. She's going to film school, which makes me really happy. At the same time, a little nervous. What if she doesn't make it? But I'm going to let her decide and deal with that. So I don't know how the market in India is when it comes to photography. So keep that in mind too, because a decent life, a good income is very, very important, especially if you guys are getting into helping other people. There is no way you can help other people if you yourself need help, correct? So you need to make yourselves comfortable financially, mentally, before you can go out there and help other people. So I will leave it to you whether this is going to be your profession. You're good enough to do that, by the way, or you want to keep it as a hobby. So beautiful, 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 beautiful. I mean, your photos are really, really good. Okay, I don't have to say much about them. Your techniques are good. I'm going to take some credit for that because you have taken a few courses with me before, because that makes me happy. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep taking pictures. Never stop doing that, okay? And play with techniques, break them, and try to get creative, like you have done before. So great job, always. I hope you are listening. Are you there? Okay. Let me just go to folder number 1. There she is. And number 2, P, number 3, and number 4, 5. Yes. Again, another person who I can tell you with guarantee is extremely dedicated in whatever she does. The first example of that is her assignments. All her assignments are here. And then I have heard her and I have listened to her every time she spoke. And she gets too deep into things. And that's a great quality to have. And a couple of examples of those are here. This was my probably, if not the most, but one of the most favorite images that have been entered into this program. It's a very, very good photograph. And I think I couldn't have taken a better photo. So you have, when it comes to not just telling a story, but capturing the ideas. All you need to do now is keep working hard and sharpen the skills of composition, how to present your thoughts, which are there, extremely, extremely nicely done. So I don't have to teach you much. I think you are already have achieved quite a bit. But I definitely like your storytelling method. And I like your views, and I like the angles you use in capturing your stories. So I'm just trying to see what I should say so that to find some faults in your photos, basically, I'm trying to do that. Here, I would always like to see more under the picture, the foreground, just a little bit more. You don't want to get too close on any side of your photo unless you are cropping on every side. So it just looked like something is missing here. I'm just trying to be picky. This could have been a photo before the program. This is a little dead center, but I don't mind. But you definitely have some masterpieces in here. And here you are. So keep doing what you're doing, keep working on techniques, and keep taking pictures and keep making mistakes. That's very important. Best way to learn. So Prapti, thank you. Are you there?
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank
Sure.
you.
All right, next up is Ranjit. I know, Ranjit, you did mention that you didn't take this picture, but I'm still going to comment. Did you say that right? Are you there, Ranjit?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Am I right? Yeah, okay. I'm not getting old then. I do remember things. So, I mean, I am getting old. I'm not losing my memory. All right. Ranjit, let's see what else we have from Ranjit. Cannot be only one picture. I know I have more than one from you. There we go. Okay, Ranjit. So same thing with you. You know how to tell a story. You just need to work on the techniques. And I can tell that that's not going to be a big deal for you. You should be able to do that very easily. I don't have lots of pictures in your portfolio to comment on, but based on what I have heard from you and I have seen so far, because I do take notes when people are talking, I think you don't need much work to get to the next level. So I would recommend that take lots and lots of pictures and keep practicing these techniques, because I don't think it's going to take you much to get better at this art. And I can tell you the guarantee. So thank you for being part of this program.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, Ranjit. After Ranjit, we have, let me go to, is Ramu here? Ramu, are you here? No?
No, sir, Ramu isn't here.
Ramu is not here. Okay. If I miss anybody at the end, please let me know. Okay. Shimail. Let's go to our folders. Right. Did I miss something? 1, 2, 3. I think I missed one. Yeah, there. Okay, so I know Shimail because she has taken my classes before, and I am not surprised to see technically she's very sound. One thing I tell you about Shmail that I have noticed is she is very good when it comes to designing her shots. So I sometimes feel her designing is much more superior than her photography. Not that photography is not good, but this is a very good combination to have. It's one thing to take pictures of something. It's other thing to knowing how to arrange things, to photograph them or for any purpose. Very hard. I am very weak at designing things. I actually use people. When if I have to photograph something, I tell them, can you arrange them for me? It's a skill that is pretty rare. And Shmail has that. Shmail also wants to learn. That's a very big quality based on her age, how she started at an early age. She has a very bright future. And she understands the assignment very quickly and she delivers it very quickly. So this would be one of the examples of that. As you can see, when I was telling you designing, you look at the items on this table, how they are connected with each other and how they all make sense, including the cup over here, which has nothing to do with biology, but it does connect with the shot, showing that this guy is so tired, even after drinking coffee, he fell asleep. Mustafa is back. Okay. So hard work is definitely up there. Look, this is what I was talking about designing. She knows where to place subjects. She knows how to use background. She knows how to use color combinations in backgrounds. You can see gold in the watch and the gold in the backdrop. This is all well taught. In this particular shot, where she placed the horizon dead center because it's a reflection shot, and she knew what she was doing. This normally would have been technically wrong, but this is an exception to rule of thirds where horizon can be placed dead center in a reflection shot. She gets very creative. She gets creative with lighting, I have noticed, and that's a great quality to have. And she gets very expressive with her work. And Shmail, all I can tell you is keep doing what you're doing, right? And keep watching videos and seminars and other things, read books, which if you are not already doing that, you should be fine. You should be fine. I'm very lucky to have you in this program. All right. Next up is Suhaib. Shmail was here. Shmail, were you here? I didn't hear anything from her.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Awesome. All right, Suhaib and Suhaib number 2, Suhaib number 3, Suhaib and Suhaib. Okay. Here's another photographer who is very, very dedicated and means business. And I love that. I have seen from his interactions with me how he questioned with authority. And I love that. Why is this wrong? Why is this not right? You know what I mean? So that's very good. That's a very good quality to have. What I've seen in your work is you're really good at macro photography. And you're also very good at identifying your stories. I want to show you, people haven't seen it before. So all I can say is look back at the photos that you have already taken until this point, okay? And then go through them and see what mistakes you had made based on the techniques that I have taught you or the techniques that are out there, which you should learn more, and then try to correct them in editing if you can. Cropping, try to reconstruct them and see if you can come up with different and much better results. I'm not saying that all your work you have done so far was wrong. I think all your work you've done so far was amazing. I'm just saying that it will have a new perspective after what you learned today. Happens with me too. I said that before. I will look at a picture taken 10 years ago. I will transform it into a completely different thing because the things that I have learned over a period of time, because you are supposed to get better. That's what life is about. You're not supposed to go backwards. So you are definitely much better today what you were a year ago, right? So other than that, you're good to go. I really like your dedication. I really like your passion. And I do like how you are putting all that into your work. You know? Great job.
Thank
You
you,
have
sir.
the tools. You have the tools. I know that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So next one is Vikash. Let me see. Anything. All right, Vikash. I think we have talked about you. So you do use your, so first of all, definitely like your concept.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes, you're here, right? Okay, good.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, good. So you can identify a story and you can identify a story very quickly, which is a great quality. So I'm not sure, Vikash, if you have a DSLR, do you?
No, sir, I don't have any
You don't have a
DSLR. I used
Okay.
my mobile.
That's all you're lacking at this point. You have everything. You just need tools to create your shots and make them better. You have skills, you have an eye, and Tabish is trying to come in a second. That's all you need. Remember, I remember just cropping your photos. That's all I did with your photos because of the format they were in. But other than that, everything was in those photos. There was a story there. The concept was there. Angles were right. Like in this picture, how you bent down and took a picture because she's sitting down. In this picture, how this was taken from a lower angle, which many people will miss and they won't do that. So you got, and especially the first assignment was very creative, although it looks like a very, candid snapshot. It is not. It definitely is not. So you have it. All you need to do is, even when you are using your cell phone, I want you to use it properly and try to format it properly, or just crop it when you're submitting it. Okay. Other than that, I'm very happy with what you're doing.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words.
Sure, you'll keep getting better from here onwards. Now you have the techniques to work on. All right, Vipin. I guess the last one is Vipin. Oh no, did I miss anybody? No, let me just first finish it, Vipin, and then you tell me if I missed anyone. Okay. All right. There is. Well. I think Vipin is not a beginner for sure, and maybe not even an intermediate. He has a very high level of work that I've seen. So I love how he gets creative with sort of a one-person photography. What do you call that? One-man show. I like even the very first image, the concept that you were able to capture, how you used the net and the shadow was brilliant. I think it was brilliant. So what that tells me is that you have the creativity. There's no doubt about it. like I told everybody else, all you need is compositional skills. Not need them, make them better. Pay more attention to your compositions. Now, if you have a story to tell, you have a subject photograph, you want to know and work on how can I capture it in a better, more compelling way. That should be your goal from now on. So I haven't seen your portfolio. I think your images could be much better than this, which I haven't seen them, but these are brilliant. They're really nicely done so far, what I have seen from you. I don't think I have much to tell other than that. What I just said is pay attention to telling your story. You have the story, you have the concept, you can recognize it, and just work on your techniques, and there will be a remarkable difference between what you're doing and what you can do. Unless you're already doing that, and I haven't seen it. All right. Thank you, Vipin.
Thank you so much, sir.
Did I miss anybody? No? Thank God. Okay. So let me look at my timer. I've spent 54 minutes. I was supposed to spend 50 minutes. I'm going to stop it right here, and I'm going to hand it over to Anis to go ahead, sir, and take it from here. Unless let's give them a few minutes, if you don't mind, maybe 5 minutes for any questions you have. Let me answer them now. If we have time towards the end, we can do it again, but let's see if we can do it now. Any questions from anybody? No? Wonderful. Okay, then. I'm going to stop sharing. And back to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Sued, sir, for walking us through all those photographs. And in fact, listening to all those insights from you makes me feel and makes me think how deeply are you connected with each one of them, and how deeply you know them, their thought processes, their skill set, and each and everything about them. And I think it talks about the kind of association you have with each one of them. I mean, after these wonderful 7 workshops that we have had so far. And I think now it's time for the peeps to have a check on that, how deeply do we know each other, and how deeply are we connected among ourselves. So for that, we are gonna have a small fun time activity. And for that, I'll request Ipsta to please begin with the slide 1, if you can. Yeah. So with the activity, what we are basically trying to do and look at is, it's about, it's simply about guessing the person. So what we are looking at is that we're gonna display some fun facts about a peep, and you have to recognize who the person is. So that will speak how deeply and how in many ways you have been able to connect with each one of you, I mean, among each other, right? So I hope it's clear. We are gonna display the slide on the screen, and you have to guess. You can either keep your speakers on, or maybe simply write in the chat. So we can go ahead with that, right? So Ipsta, can you please go with the slide 1 so that we can begin? And I think Ipsta has shared on the chat box this weekend's. Yeah, if I can read it right. Okay, Lakshmi to go first. Lakshmi, can you read the slide, please?
Okay, yes. A Bharatanatyam dancer, Thai body massage practitioner, good and quick at picking up on new languages. Okay, let me think. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Everybody has to answer. It's not just the Lakshmi. So I mean, one person will be reading the slide and everyone else has to answer.
I guess it's Mehak.
I think it's Jivika.
I think it is Ayushi. I think
More
Ayushi.
guesses?
I think Jivika.
Priyanka.
Lakshmi.
It's Jivika.
More guesses? Can we have the answer? Yay,
Yeah.
it's Jivika.
I was right.
Yeah. So, OS for the next slide. OS, can you read the next slide?
A cat lover, hate going to restaurants alone, have interest in interior decor.
Any guesses?
Mehak.
It's Mehak.
Shimail.
More guesses?
Next guess is Shimail. Yeah, I think it's Shimail.
It's not Shemai.
Smile.
Any more
Shimail,
guesses?
yes.
I think it's Meg. Just look at her interior right now. It's so pretty.
I think Poppy.
Yeah, could be possibly
Lakshmi?
Mehak.
There's a tie. Can we have the answer?
Yeah, it's me.
It's Babe.
Oh,
That's weird. Nobody gets that.
That's quite unexpected, right?
oh, that's quite unexpected. Yeah.
So,
He takes
can
cat
we
to the
do
restaurant with
slide?
him.
Yeah. So, do we have Ramu here? No. So, okay, I'm gonna read it. Love to do sketching had raised funds during COVID, about 5 million. God.
It's Mehak.
Love collecting stones, matchsticks, and leaves. Guess who
It's
I
Mehak.
am?
Mehak.
Okay, any more
100%
guesses?
sure.
More guesses? Ranjit,
Prapti, I guess. Prapti.
Prapti, more guesses? Come on,
I
guys.
think Prapti.
Prapti.
Guessless.
Deepak.
Honestly, very
I
guessless.
think Urva.
Urva, okay.
Maybe
Urva has got
Deepak.
some bank balance.
No.
Can
Or
we have the
Lakshmi,
name?
maybe.
Mehak.
It's
Mehak.
Mehak.
Oh,
Who guessed it right?
I knew the answer already
Commendable
because
job.
in the first session.
Can we have the next slide, please? Okay.
Collecting matchsticks. Wow.
A
It's Shemai.
socialite, a multitasker, and a juggler, a worrywart.
It's Shemai.
It's who
It's
I am.
Shemai.
Is it Deepak?
It's Shemai for
Any
sure.
more guesses?
Vipin.
Multitasker and a juggler.
I think Deepak. Mr. Deepak.
I think Deepak.
Deepak, yeah.
All
it can
votes
be.
for Deepak.
Even I think Deepak because he's
And what
It's
does
Shimail.
worry
friends at the
want?
airport.
It's Shimail.
Can
That's
we
why
have
she
the
isn't guessing.
answer? It's Smile. Where
Oh.
was he getting her answers correct?
Is she a socialite? My God.
Is she so? Yeah, that's oh my god. And what does worrywart mean?
An overthinker, always overthinking.
Oh, nice.
Worrywart and socialite, one person.
Jivika, can you read the next slide?
That's way too long, but I believe that peace is in our mind and from where the process of harmony and unity starts. I believe in myself and consider myself a photographer who has the potential to capture the emotions of people. Every time I am learning about myself and my capabilities, build a new identity for myself.
I think Ranjit, yeah, Ranjit. I feel
It's Ranjit.
Yeah, Ranjit.
It's Ranjit. I'm so
Ranjit?
sure. I'm so sure. Yeah. I feel like.
Mustafa.
Oh, it could be Mustafa also.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
Mustafa.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it can be
Mustafa.
Mustafa also.
It's Vipin. It's Vipin.
It's Ranjit.
Mustafa
It's
or
Vipin.
I think it's
Ranjit.
Umar.
I'm sure
He
it's
works for
Vipin.
the UN, so of course, Mustafa.
Vipin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mustafa.
Can we have the answer, please?
Oh,
Boom.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Okay, Deepak, can you please read it?
I have a tendency to get emotional on very little things. I have an eternal love for animals. I cannot imagine a life without non-veg food. I used to inject water in frogs with syringes in my childhood. Yuck.
Definitely
Wow.
will. This is weapons.
Yeah.
This is weapons. This is weapons.
Love for animals and non-veg food.
And non-veg and
Yeah.
Putting water in by syringes.
frogs with syringes.
This is weapon.
Wow.
Prapti, I think.
It's weapons.
I had no relations with frogs, guys.
It's blushing.
Not that weird.
It could be
Can we have
Ahmed.
the answer,
Kash?
please?
Maru.
Oh.
I mean,
Whoa, whoa.
Why? But
love for animals
frogs.
and then syringe. That's quite a contradiction there.
Priyanka, are you here? Can you read the slide if you're here? Okay, I'm going to read it. An extreme introvert person pretending to be an extrovert. This always throws me in the worst situations. I prefer reading a book than sleeping. I mostly complete half of my sleep on the study table. I have the best motivation skills in my friend circle, but I'm mostly demotivated. Guess who I am?
Vikash.
Guys, why
Vikash.
every answer is Prapti?
Vikash.
Hello.
Soheb.
Hello.
Soheb.
Guess who I am?
I think it's OS.
This is OS because prefers reading a book.
Can we have the answer?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. OS is a better answer.
Yeah.
Yay. Swaib, can you read it?
Interestingly boring. I take pride in being called cold or heartless. I can spend my life with only books and devices in a room with myself. Who am I?
I think Prapti. I think.
Yeah, with books and devices, I am also thinking it's Prapti.
Maybe. Yeah.
But I don't
I think
agree with the cold and heartless.
Prapti.
I will go.
Thank you, Jivika.
this is Ayush.
My every answer is Prapti.
Can we have the answer?
Ayush.
Oh! Oh. Yeah, this could be Ayushi, yeah.
Answer is already
You should know
known.
that.
So Jivika thinks
Yeah,
that
that's why I said.
heartless.
Okay. I travel a lot most of the time for shoots. Also, if any of my friends ask to go somewhere, I always say yes. When I travel and meet someone new, even if I don't know their name, I still call them with a random name for that person. And sometimes they call out their real name and correct me. Otherwise, they just go on with work, even when I call them with a different name. Whenever I'm free, I spend my time with my friends. I like to play with babies till they are not crying. I look happy all the time because if something goes wrong with me, I get upset. But I think to how can I make it better now that just being upset all the time?
Maybe Sohail Saab.
Amir.
I think Amir because he travels for his shoots. He had mentioned it once.
Is it
Guess
Deepak?
who I am?
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Amir.
Can we have the answer?
Everyone is right.
Nice.
Okay.
Vikas, can you read it? Vikas, if you are here.
Hello.
Yeah, Vikash, can you read the slide?
Sure, I can read. So this is what I am going to write. I have an allergy to milk, so I started avoiding milk and milk products. I had been a vegetarian already. Realized that this is called vegan diet. My wife and I have nothing in common, no interests match, and it's a love marriage. I have 3 master's degree, one of them abroad, and I have not used any of them, knowledge thereof, in my profession.
Vipin.
This is Deepak.
Jeet.
Ranjit, Deepak, Vipin, all.
Vipin.
These people
Where
who are
is
married, I know.
Vipin? Where is the
Vipin,
married
Deepak,
one?
Ranjit.
How do you guys know that they
Yeah,
have
right.
nothing in common? How do you
Ranjit.
guys know that?
No,
That's
just
good.
picking up cues. No.
Can we have the answer?
Deepak.
Yes,
Yeah.
Deepak. Knew it.
We should show this to his wife.
Ismail, can you please read the slide?
No, I cannot.
I read I read books until I get tired. Then I study another book too. I read and study to learn, to enjoy, to relax my mind, to forget the problems of life. So books are everything to me. In 11 years of my career in law, I have been absent from studying for just one day. So that one day was my wedding. I was alone and that was
Mustafa.
Clearly,
Mustafa.
You
Practicing
gave
law.
it away.
That's very obvious.
Yeah, Mustafa.
Yep.
Vipin, can you read it, please?
Yeah, sure.
This is Vipin.
After coming back from shopping most of the time, I don't like
This is Vipin.
I know easy.
It's
Akhtar. I am 21 years old now, yet still I play with toys. I never let go of my inner child.
Akhtar.
Akhtar.
Yeah, Akhtar.
That's very creative.
Yeah, Akhtar.
I think it has to be a girl.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Akhtar.
What
Don't
a
stereotype, Deepak.
What
Don't
a
stereotype.
stereotype.
Oh, that was stereotype, Deepak.
Huh?
That was a stereotype, I said.
Yes.
Prapti, can you read it, please?
Okay. A micro blogger, a sensitive person, a lifelong learner.
Vipin bhai.
Vipin.
That's Suhaib.
Ranjit, actually, man of few words. Ranjit or Vipin. Ranjit, I think.
हाँ रंजीत हो सकते हैं.
Ranjit.
I think Vipin bhai.
Hey, Vipin. hai.
Vipin or Ranjit?
I think
Ranjit
Ranjit.
/ Vipin.
Vikas.
Vikas.
Mehak, can you please read it?
Vipin bhai. It's Vipin bhai. First line can explain him.
Stable chaser, yeah.
Yes.
They all.
Vipin bhai.
I'm a stepwell chaser. I love
First line.
exploring stepwells. I spent a whole night inside a national park, Ranthambore. I spotted more than 30 birds from my rooftop during the first lockdown. During one of my recent travels, a monkey jumped first on my shoulder and then sat in my lap looking at the mobile. Luckily, I had a video on and I couldn't capture that.
No doubt, Vipin bhai. Vipin bhai.
This is Vipin.
We need that video. All the way, Vipin.
Yeah.
Vipin, yeah.
Okay. I believe I'm hopelessly in love when that love is the biggest healer. I always take a path of self to society and hence know that it is to bring the change in yourself first. I silently observe the world and think that it will become my superpower one day. Guess who I am?
That's very deep.
Yeah.
Ranjit.
Yeah, that's Ranjit bhai.
Ranjit.
I think it's Prapti.
Right.
Any guesses?
It's Prapti.
Yeah.
You can also guess by looking at the videos. Huh? If somebody is silent, that person is likely.
Okay. I have danced on Maradala from Devdas. My nickname is Nanu.
My nickname.
I find it very difficult to get shoe size 12. Oh my God.
Ranjit.
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 He's a tall man. So yeah.
But I can't imagine him
Ranjit,
singing to
yeah.
Mardala.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, not dancing, not singing.
Yeah.
But it should be Ranjit.
Yes, it's right.
He agrees.
Ranjit, can you please read this slide?
I never remain unhappy. Before knowing me, everyone thinks that I am so silent. Once I get comfortable, I am so talkative. I have a hidden talent that I can make friends easily. Okay.
Guess who I am?
I think that's Ramu.
Any
I want
guesses?
that first line. I want that first line for myself. So who's left?
So Elsa.
No,
Can we get the answer, please?
Ramu. Okay, he's not here.
Okay. I'm an adventure-loving person who can go anytime for adventure activities. I'm always in favor of justice, whether it's my own home. I always support what's right. I cannot be a serious person. I just feel like laughing in every situation, and especially when it comes to a place like my school or college. Guess who I am? Any guesses?
Maybe this is you.
Urwa or Sabur. Or maybe even Tabish. Comes to a place like my school or college. Somebody who's still in school or college. Priyanka.
Priyanka.
All right.
Thank you so much, Ipsta. And thank you so much, everyone. I hope this fun task helped us to reveal further layers of each one of us. And I think for me, I really loved it. I mean, it was just knowing you one level up today. And thank you so much. Over to you, Omar.
Thank you so much, Anas. I'm so happy looking at how you all know each other and the bonding that has been built over the course of time. I think more than anybody, the fun part was like you are so aware about the mischievous parts and the naughty sides of each other. I could see when some slides were getting played, I saw people laughing and knowing that this person can be. I saw Deepak at one point of time, joyfully happy about the achievement that he guessed the right person. So he was like so sure. The theory and idea behind doing all of this is just to let you recognize the fact that we have successfully built a community. We know each other. We understand each other. On many lines. And honestly, like when we do all these fellowship circles, a lot of times we build relationships which have a lot of positivity, and that positive energy is the bridge in those relationships that we form in these fellowships. So what we'll do next is we are going to play one more activity where I'll tag one person. So what we will do, I have been playing it with some of the people who have been part of the workshops in the past. Of course, we'll be guessing about OS and Shimail. So this is more about getting deeper in knowing each other. So what we will do, you all will creatively share three facts about you, not the ones that have been already shared by you. So in those facts, two facts have to be correct ones and one has to be an incorrect one. So the incorrect one has to be guessed by the person peeps themselves. So whosoever guesses the right one will get 500 rupees. And this time it is not going to be dash, dash, dash. But yeah, I mean, so we'll start with US. And US, after you're done, tag somebody. But yes, you have 10 seconds of guessing. So what you all can do is be creative and let each other know more about yourself. Just 3 things that you will talk about, some fun facts, anything. You just have to be very creative in what you are. Think about it. Two have to be true and correct facts about you. One has to be incorrect fact about you. So we'll let everybody else to guess is the incorrect one, and whosoever guesses right will also be also be the person who will tell us that you have been knowing each other so deeply. So I think let's begin with OS, and then OS you can continue by tagging other people.
Yeah, the 3 qualities I will mention about me is creative, active, and a good listener. Guess the right one and wrong answer. Yeah.
Guess the
A
incorrect
good
one.
listener.
The one.
So you have to guess the correct one.
Incorrect one, I guess, right?
No, you have to guess the incorrect one. Incorrect one.
Incorrect one. 2 are correct and 1 is incorrect.
Active probably is incorrect.
Yeah.
Yes, I will go with that.
Active.
Active. I will go with active.
Because we see you are creative.
Any more guesses?
OS, you can disclose now.
Yeah, it's correct. It's correct. They have answered it correctly. I'm not an active person.
Great. So whosoever guessed right, can you send the hearts out? Because we missed on a couple of people. Sumail has guessed right. Perfect.
Am I supposed to tag anyone?
Yes.
Okay, I will tag Suhail, sir.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I wasn't ready for this. Okay. Patient. Hard worker. Funny.
Patient.
Funny.
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 I need to smile more.
He's
I have to
definitely
say-
patient. He saw all of our photos and was patient.
So I'm not patient. That's what you're saying? I'm not funny, right?
You're not
No,
funny.
I'm saying that
Not
you're
funny.
patient.
Okay. Should I answer?
Yeah.
I would have to say patience out of these 3. I need to be more patient.
Then we are not seeing your funny side then.
You haven't seen my funny side now. I'm a joker.
But you used to, have some wisecracks in between while you were, you were sharing. So that's why I felt all 3 were correct in some sense. So.
Yeah, I guess I need to work more on my patience.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to tag Ipsta. She has not spoken a single word.
Okay, I was not prepared for this honestly, but okay. Shy, hardworking, talkative.
Think shy.
Talkative.
Shy. You are not shy.
Talkative.
I think yeah, I'm more on the shy side. It depends. Like I can oscillate between both. So I would say shy. Yeah. Okay.
So shy is incorrect.
Shy
Shy
is
is a
correct.
lie.
Shy. So yeah, I can be shy. So yes, the answer is that. Yeah, right.
Then it's
Okay.
talkative. Talkative.
Then it's talkative. That's what.
It depends actually. It's more like half-half. So I would say I'm more like.
Is there any incorrect options among what you said?
Are you saying you are not hardworking?
I got confused with what I
You got confused, yes.
I got confused about the exercise, yes.
I got confused about the words for a second. So I would say talkative is the wrong answer. So yeah, talkative.
Okay.
And,
You called me today. You called me today. It never came across as non-talkative.
okay. Yeah. It's like I think split personality sometimes. Yeah, so I'd like to tag Vipin.
Thank you, Ipshita. So, okay. So first one is I like to travel to the famous places. Second one is I am a vegetarian, and the third one is I don't have a TV.
Third,
you don't have a TV.
You're not a vegetarian.
You are not a vegetarian, Vipin.
Yeah, you're not a vegetarian for sure.
We have seen your face when we saw you looking at pictures of non-veg. So clearly you are not a vegetarian.
Okay. So shall I disclose?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's the first one. I like to travel to famous places. I don't. And I am a vegetarian and I don't have a TV. That's true. And I would like to tag Deepak Bhai.
I am also not prepared actually, but anyway. What do I say? It's a very tricky question. One of the good things that you are not, that you have to tell. I love music. Second is I'm a great swimmer. And the third thing is I like to go to famous places.
A good swimmer.
Yeah, swimmer.
Can't swim.
Yeah. Should I tell you the answer now?
Yeah.
I don't actually like to go to very famous places. I like to go to secluded and very rarely approached places. I'm a very good swimmer, by the way, and I'm also. What did I say? The third one. Anyway, yeah, I don't like to go to abused places.
You like music.
Yeah. I will tag Omar.
I would again say I'm a good swimmer. I'm a very introvert. I'm a good cook.
Swimmer.
Introvert is swimmer.
Swimmer is incorrect.
Swimmer.
You are a
You're
terrible
an
cook.
introvert and a good cook.
I think you are not a cook. You are not a cook at all.
You're a terrible cook,
I
not
think,
just
yeah.
not a good cook.
Yeah,
So,
not a good cook.
he knows cooking very well. I know that.
Oh.
I will go with the swimming. I'll go
Swimming is incorrect.
Swimming.
Okay. So I would say I'm not an introvert at all. I'm an extremely extrovert.
Oh,
So
we took it as
I love to cook passionately. I do a lot of cooking on and off when I get time.
My
Swimming is
answer is right.
something that, yeah, Shumail knows it. I mean, of course, I would not buy that. But yeah, I'll be tagging Urva actually.
I can sing. Um, I was a basketball player. I go to gym regularly.
I go to gym regularly.
You go to
You don't
gym
go.
regularly.
Go to gym regularly is a wrong answer.
I can't sing. I go to gym regularly.
Ah, my strike rate has gone bad.
We need to tag somebody.
Anas sir.
But don't feel offended by people saying you don't go to gym. That can be a very offensive for someone who actually goes to gym.
Yeah. So
I go to gym regularly, so I don't feel offended.
I'm not talkative, and I'm a good driver, and I love to cook.
Cook. You're
I
not
love
cook.
to cook.
Good driver.
I love.
Driver. You are not a good driver. I
You don't
think.
Good
cook.
driver.
You don't cook.
I think talkative. You're not that talkative.
Good driver.
Okay, I am a terrible driver. Just for the information.
My answer has to be wrong.
Yeah, and rest is history. And do we have anyone in the room left?
Vikash.
Okay, Vikash, tagging you.
Hello, thank you. So, I am a cricket lover. I love music.
And this is wrong. Whatever you are saying is wrong.
Exactly.
Let
In
me
fact, I
complete
was
this
about to
one,
say.
which is left. Like, I said that I love cricket, and second was I like music, and
That
third
is
one
wrong.
is I like the films to watch. So, which one you want to say wrong? Please say again.
What is the third one?
I
Like
like to
watching.
watch movies.
Second one is
My,
wrong.
my answer has to be
Yes.
wrong. I said movies.
So, should I disclose my answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't like at all cricket.
You don't like cricket.
At all. Is there anyone left? So I need to tag.
Amir is done.
I think there's an
Yes, I have
Prapti also.
Prapti are left.
Prapti, please.
Okay, so I am a very compassionate person. I am a very adaptable person, like wherever I go, I can easily adjust. And I'm also a very ambitious person.
You are ambitious. And what did you say in the middle?
Compassionate and adaptable or adjusting.
Adaptive.
I think
adaptive.
You are not ambitious.
I think you are
My answer has to be
compassionate.
wrong. My answer has to be
You
wrong.
are adaptive. Maybe you are not ambitious.
adaptive.
Maybe you're working in
because
development sector.
like city, like she shifted like Bangalore अभी इन्होंने बताया था कुछ वक्त पहले. So I think you are adaptive. I think you are not ambitious. I think so.
Should I tell the answer?
Yeah.
I'm not ambitious.
Hey, finally.
Congratulations, Deepak.
Prapti, you need to tag somebody.
Yeah, who is left?
Suhaib is left, I guess.
Yeah,
Yes.
Suhaib.
So I am optimistic. I'm responsible. I'm honest.
Any wrong answer doesn't speak good of you.
It's going to be offensive.
Yes.
Optimistic.
Optimistic one.
Say that again, please, Suhaib.
Optimistic, honest, and responsible.
I think I should be right. You're not optimistic.
Optimistic.
You're not
You're
responsible.
not optimistic.
No, I'm not optimistic. I'm
Jivika, do you
totally
mean Suhaib is
pessimistic.
irresponsible?
I just
Yeah, Jivika said that.
meant he was little young and but I found you to be optimistic, by the way. But yeah.
No, I am not. I'm totally pessimistic.
You should be.
Yes, I need to be. So I think Mahak is left.
Yeah, okay. So, food lover, shopaholic, and pessimist.
You're not a pessimist.
Yeah, you are not a pessimistic.
Food lover.
Pessimist.
You are not,
Not
a
a
food
pessimist.
Food lover for a Kashmiri can never be true.
Actually.
No, I'm saying it can always be true. I mean,
Yes,
will you believe?
Yeah, I'm not a food lover. Deepak is right.
My tables have turned. Everything I'm saying is right nowadays. These
Today
days.
my
Just an
stereotype Kashmiri
observation.
has got broken.
Yeah. It's just the stereotype every Kashmiri loves food. No, it's not true. There are exceptions.
I'll think next time 10 times before generalizing this statement. I think
Yeah.
I also fell flat on my face by saying a stereotype.
Okay, who else is left? Shimail.
Okay, I'll say I'm a dancer, I'm a foodie, and I'm a good speaker.
Dancer.
You're not a
Answer.
Dancer.
Dancer one. Dancer, definitely.
She's not a. What was the last one?
I'm not
good
a
speaker,
foodie,
foodie, and dancer.
I'm not a dancer.
She didn't dance last time.
You don't speak much, but whether you are not a good speaker, we don't know.
Deepak is being very
I
careful.
like how Deepak is
Yeah,
like
I have to
analyzing
maintain my
and getting very deep
momentum.
into this game.
I'm not a dancer, and I will tag
Yeah.
Amber. And if I will stay here, Deepak will offend me further. Better to leave.
Did you tag me?
Yes.
Okay. So I like reading books. I love to go on trekking. I drink lots of tea.
Books.
You love reading books.
Books. You don't like to read books.
You don't like books.
Maybe
Like
tea
reading.
one.
Books.
Yeah, everyone is right.
Can I be reading books or tracking a lot?
Yeah. I would like to tag Akhtar.
Okay. So I'm good guitarist, and I'm shy, and I'm hard worker.
The first one is wrong.
The shy one.
First one is hard.
No, the
Who's
first
shy?
one. He is not a guitarist. He is not a guitarist.
Not a guitarist.
You know already, yeah. Yeah. First one is right. So, does anyone left?
I think Jivika is left, right?
I also.
Yeah.
I want to tag Devika.
Oh, you're left. Okay.
So I am a comedian, I am a foodie, and I'm a very good singer.
Foodie, singer, and
Singer.
Foodie, singer, and a comedian.
Singer.
You're not a foodie.
Singer one is wrong.
You are
yes,
not a good singer.
you cannot be a singer.
You are not a
You are
good
not a
singer.
good singer.
I'm sorry.
I
You can
cannot
be.
be a singer. Why?
I'm sorry.
You
I can't.
overemphasized on that, so maybe that is the
Because
one.
those who are dancers cannot, I mean, though they don't generally sing, they just dance, focus on dance.
I think I think foodie.
Really?
She's not a foodie.
Foodie.
They're not foodie.
Okay, should I just say?
Yeah.
I am not a good singer. I'm not a singer. Leave aside being good. You're right.
Yes.
I heard Jivika singing. Somebody came late. She was singing. आइए आपका इंतजार था. देर लग जाना.
नहीं
Hey, you
सुना
must
होगा.
have, she
क्योंकि
must
फिर
have
ये
been singing.
वैसे ही नहीं है, फिर चले जाते वहीं से उल्टे पाँव.
No. She must be singing some other song. You thought that this is that song.
वो वाला song है. Right. I think everyone is done.
I'm remaining.
Not sure.
Ranjit. हाँ.
Tabish is there. And Ranjit. Yeah. So I'll tag Ranjit, and then Tabish is also left.
So I'm introvert. I am committed to my thoughts, and I have patience. Yeah.
Patience.
You have no patience. You're connected to your thoughts. Maybe
You don't have patience, that's why you are here outside.
That's the point.
I mean, you can't even read his face. He's so, see how stern and blank he's showing himself.
What was the first one? What was the
Poker face.
first one?
I'm an introvert. I'm committed to
I
my
think you're not an
thoughts.
introvert. I feel that.
He's an introvert.
I don't think so.
So shall I say the answer?
One second. I nobody has guessed here. So introvert, committed to thoughts, and third one is patience, right?
Patience. Yeah.
He's
I
not a
will
patience
vote,
person.
I will vote for patience.
Patience, yeah.
Not in patience.
Same patience.
Most of the people are right. I have less patience. Yeah.
Little patience.
Yet
I
again.
also said that the person has no
Why he's
patience.
outside.
So who else is remaining?
Tabish.
Tabish,
Okay.
Subur, and Mustafa.
I will say Mustafa. Okay, Mustafa left, I guess.
No, he's here.
Lakshmi
Okay,
also
I
is
will-
left.
I will tag. Okay, Lakshmi. I will tag Lakshmi. Yeah.
Okay, like I am an introvert and a social worker and a writer too.
You are not an
The
introvert.
first one.
Yeah.
Introvert. The rest who are true.
Writer.
Yeah, you are not an
I would say
introvert.
writer.
She is a writer. She is a writer.
She's
I've
a
read
writer.
her.
She writes
He's
for
not an
it.
introvert.
Yeah, she writes very well. I know that,
She's
and
not
she's
an
a social
introvert.
worker.
Okay, the answer is introvert. Yes, I am not an introvert.
Huh.
I'll tag
Sabur and Tabish, right?
Tabish.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tabish or Sabur. Are they here? Yes, Sabur is here. And Tabish also.
So I love to play badminton. I'm very patient and I'm a good cook.
The badminton one, I guess.
Badminton.
Patience.
Irrespective of the person, that is odd one out. Badminton.
So should I disclose the answer?
Yep.
I hate cooking. I'm not a good cook. So next is Tabish. Tabish, are you there?
Which is not connected to audio. I guess he has some internet issue.
Mustafa is also left, I think, and he seems to be there on the call. So.
I don't. Mustafa, is Mustafa there?
No.
Oh, he's left.
He has issues. He has also dropped the text. Great. Let's have him once he joins back. See what an amazing time you guys are having, and you know the joy of knowing about each other. This process is going to continue even after the closure. We have meanwhile Mustafa with us. Mustafa, your turn. Mustafa, if you can hear me,
You're
are
muted.
you there? I think he has got some internet issues today.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's always in the video. Okay, so let's wait for Mustafa, but definitely take up his turn. Uh, you all had yes. Connection today. We got that, Mustafa. That is all right. So you all have been spending time in pairs, in groups, and a lot of discussions that happened. We have seen amazing friendship bonds that were developed over the course of the fellowship. Uh, you have messages for different people in the group. You maybe that person was your friend, maybe that person was not your friend. So what we'll do next is in next 2 minutes you will get on the WhatsApp and reach out to that person and share that message with the person. So you can just do that right away. We'll wait for 2 minutes, and then keep your videos on. We just want to see the faces while you are reading those messages for yourself. So it is going to be surprise for most of you. So just text that person on WhatsApp with what you have written for that person. So we have got also some messages with us uh, from the peeps who could not join today. So we are going to share those with you in the chats. So you'll get private messages on WhatsApp. So whosoever is there, anybody that you wrote your message for, please WhatsApp that person right away. And if you have received, please send a heart or send some emoji.
I don't have WhatsApp. So the person who is sending message to me.
Shumail, can you be a bit loud?
So I'm saying I don't have WhatsApp.
चल भाई मेरे को इसको मैसेज भेजना है पर्सनली कैसे भेजूं स्माइल उसमें आता है ना ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा है
Bhai, you are audible.
नहीं भेज सकता
Please mute your noise. Sorry.
So if you have all received your messages, can you all acknowledge by sending how? Great. So you all have Are you having trouble listening to me? I mean, is my audio clear?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yes,
It's
yes,
better
yes.
now. Yes, we can.
Okay, okay. My last instruction was to send a message to that one person that you were willing to say something throughout the fellowship and you could not. I hope you were able to send a text to that person right away. Great. So what we'll do next is voluntarily, if there is anybody who just wants to share the message that she or he got and just wants to share, her feelings or his feelings with the cohort right now, voluntarily, no pressure. Anybody?
मुझे कोई मैसेज नहीं मिला.
You got a message from me.
The message was, "You are great. Thank you."
Okay. Okay, so I think you can take your time to process, but what we'll do next is we'll do a validity ceremony. Of course, we are not physically present, but if we had been, and obviously we'll eventually meet, we all keep traveling to different places. Before we do that, I really want to send you all, this one arm hug for believing in us, for being part of this program, and for adding value and letting us learn from you from the experiences that you brought in this program. So next, what we'll do, we'll request you all for 2 minutes to be on the video with your fellowship certificates. We'll take a picture, quick picture. You can grab it wherever you have. Just come with that picture in the frame. We'll take one picture, as a part of our validity ceremony. No, but your face has to be there in the picture. I think US can guide us in this process. Yes, yes. Take your time, get your certificates. We really want your face and certificate in the frame. Try to get a bit distant from the screen so that both the things can be adjusted well. Great, great, great. We are waiting for Mehak, Akhtar. Akhtar,
Avia, can you take my certificate also?
be on the video with your certificate, Akhtar and Tavish, Akhtar and Mehak. Just bear with us, guys, for 2 minutes. We are waiting for some people to get the certificates. Just 2 minutes. Thank you for being patient. And everybody, please be on the video
I'm
as well.
sorry. I didn't have my certificate with me. I left that at my friend's place. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
That's
all right.
And my certificate in film art.
Akhtar's certificate is also with me. I have two.
Actually, I left in film art today.
Okay, no problem, guys. Let's do one thing. Let's all get the certificates. And for the ones who are not there, let's do this part. This is something that I have learned recently. Great. So I'm going to take a picture. Just try to have your face visible in the screen. Guys, just one thing that I really wanted to mention before we take a picture. We might have done it virtually, but honestly, the relations that we have built up and the learnings that have been throughout the program has been real. So this movement is real. This cohort is real. Everything that we have done and built, and the certificate that lies with you is not a piece of paper. It is an achievement, and this is the first feather, or maybe second or third, or but it is surely a feather in your profile. You can proudly put it with your name everywhere because you have really worked hard for it. So just wanted to say that now, after saying that, you can all have, Mehak is feeling guilty why she's not having a certificate. Mehak, we can understand. It is all right. We
I'm
have
so
your picture.
sorry.
We have your
But
picture.
like,
That's all right. We'll try to do something around that. So great, guys. Let's be on the video. The ones who are not with the certificate, other ones, please have your faces. And Vipin was looking very furious with the picture that he shared with us. With this, but what was wrong, Vipin? What was wrong? You're usually smiling. That's the only picture where I saw like as if you were kind of in some rush.
I just got back from the office and I was like so tired and
But that's all right. Let's get on the video, guys. And the ones who don't have certificate, let's join Mehak with this thing. So Akhtar, you can also be on the video. Anybody, we have everybody. Have you all on the video. So I'm going to take a picture. One, you all need to smile because by tomorrow, when your kids, grandkids are going to look at this picture, they'll be like, Grandpa, why were you not smiling? And Grandma, why were you not smiling? So just smile for them, for upcoming generation in your families. Great. So one, two, three. Great. Amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Just 2 minutes of serious thoughts that I wanted to share with you all going forward. You all know this has been a first cohort for all of us. And we have had a great learning opportunity and we evolved as a community together. Now, way forward, how we go about it after we are done, with our last closure part is to popularize the concept of peace photography project, because this is something that you might have heard Paul talking about it. We have done a lot of research for over 2 years to design a program where the captured storytelling can play a role of moderation in transforming conflict, in its own way. We might have spoken a lot about things, but we don't have a definition of how you would define it when you go out and explain this experience in your circles. So first step that maybe you can write down going forward as a peace photography project fellow is, just reach out to your circles. Like maybe, let's say you come from a college or you have been in a college. Let's try to have conversations around this experience. We can help you in designing those programs where you can just go and talk and just share your experiences with them. Because you have this Feather a Peace photography project fellowship now with you. The first point would be on popularizing the idea and concept of peace photography project. We would all want to help you and be with you and follow you in the institutional engagement, be it a college, be it any circle that you feel you want to talk about it. You need our help in designing and planning. We are going to be there with you in this journey. Though this is something that we are going to do in next. Just because you go with this feather, now you have your version of peace photography project, which might be much better than what Anas has, what Sahel Saab has, all of us. So now, going forward, we would encourage you to reach out to colleges, schools, just at least introduce the concept of peace photography project in the talks, in the dialogues, in whatever you want to hold. Anything in terms of reaching out and talking to them, we would be happy to, follow your lead and help you in that process. We have people from different campuses, and we would definitely strongly recommend that we begin with those campuses. We have some people who are employed working in professions. Let's explore circles where we would want you to be speakers and we'll do the back end work, where we want you to represent the fellowship and we be at the back and help you with design and everything that you would need. And that is going to be a continuous process. Second point is going to be, there is going to be an open-ended engagement in the process. Is every circle that we are going to go forward, like second circle, which is our spring cohort, we are going to have you in our selection process. So we had a lot of, we put together a lot of hard work in getting you. And I mean, let me be very candid and open about the figures. We had around 1,000 applications. A lot of people had applied in excitement, but once we started having conversations with them, we realized, okay, this might not be a productive engagement. And some of them were very deserving in the process, but we thought of pushing them to other cohort in coming time. So this is something that we are doing together now. We are not seeing you as there is no segregation or where we are teaching or you are following. We are collectively setting up a tone for upcoming fellowship circles. So post this program, in next 1 or 2 minutes, if you can voluntarily mention to lead upcoming circles. Of course, the pattern will be same, but you will be active part of the whole cohort from the selection till the end. You might have different roles, like we had Tabish, we had Urva, they playing different roles, but ultimately they were part of it, and you are going to be equally part of it. So in next 1 minute, if you could help me with your names, voluntarily, because we'll be engaging with you immediately, after the fellowship, and talking to you one-on-one, and talking about the plans and how we see you engaging in this. So in next 1 minute, please write the names, write your names if you want to go about it in the chat box. I'll wait and go to next part. Vipin, Jivika has also raised hands. Ipsita, can you just document these names? Vipin, Lakshmi, Mahek, and Sahab. Just to tell you guys, we are going to do it together. It is just that you will be active part of the circles, because now that you have an experience, you have an understanding, and you will help us in creating a better version of peace photography project. We have Ranjit, we have Prapti. Keep that coming, guys. Keep that coming. I'll go to next. Great. So we have some brilliant names. Of course, like if you are going to take more time to process, please send us private text on WhatsApp. Other thing which is going to be a significant role, and also an applied version of peace photography project, what you are going to do next is recognize an NGO, help them in figuring out the journey of transformation that they have been doing over the course of time. Work with an NGO in your community. If you don't know any NGO, reach out us, we'll connect you with an NGO, help them in profiling their work of transformation in whatever way you would want to, any direction that you would want to give to that project. So any clarity on this part, any NGO, like any, say for example, an NGO working on children rights, an NGO working on women rights, an NGO working on education, conflict, or anything for that matter, please reach out to them, do that project for yourself, because that will also let you process and absorb and also apply what you have learned, because now you have a better version, better understanding of how stories are being told, and the sensitivities of how developmental stories or social transformational stories can be put forward. It is going to be a photographic journey for things, but again, we are going to be guiding you, but just do that. This is going to be open for all, but at the same time mandatory for everybody, because this is going to be a project that we will help you in getting documented and published by the end of your project. So this is going to, one, help that NGO recognize right form of storytelling, and also help them in publicizing their meaningful work that they have been doing over the course of time. And this is also going to be first of your projects that we will help in publishing and putting forward in national and international platforms. So that is going to be the next one. As I said in the beginning, write to as many institutional spaces as you can. You need framed text for that. We will help you. Tell them, this is something that you really did, and I want to talk about it with the kids that you teach, with the students from your college. You need somebody from our team. You need each other in the process. Please loop each other in. Say, for example, if Deepak is doing anything and he wants Ranjit or Mehak in the process, or Lakshmi, please reach out and help each other. Let's build it around. And if you need somebody, even Sahel Sab in the process, where you are doing something in college and there is a virtual window also, because obviously there is a constraint, geographical constraint. But anyways, when he is going to be in India, we'll also explore those spaces as well. So if you need anybody from our end, feel free. Please schedule things. We are going to be there. We'll collectively do this thing. But let's create a multi-level networking structure of reaching out to different institutions, build on collaborations, go with this feather of being this peace photography fellow, and at the same time acquainting more people about it and telling them why this kind of thing is very important for others. So the other part is last one, which is a significant one as well, is we are also going to invite you to different spaces for speaking, and we are also going to create the WhatsApp group that has been built. We are going to share a lot of fellowship opportunities over the course of time, where we would want you to apply now that you have Steers organizational recommendation as well anyways. So we are going to also make sure that you're continuously becoming part of different fellowships, where we have collaborations or we don't have collaborations, but it is going to be a rich space of resources for all of you in the form of WhatsApp group or Google space that we are going to build up. So let's explore these spaces, and anything and anywhere you need our support, please reach out, and we are going to reach out to each one of you, and also figuring out and fixing the schedules of different institutional events or seminars or conferences, because we have also we need to know that we are storytellers. We are not going to be technically photographers, because that is skill set that we learn, but through that skill we are going to be anyways storytellers in the process. And storytelling, if you remember, I said one thing, that at this point of time, more than a person in the position of power, be it a politician or be anybody ruling the space or somebody who is extremely rich, more than them, a storyteller is the most powerful person in the present world. So know that you have a power. It has to be groomed. It has to be sharpened over the course of time, and we will collectively do it. I have never told you this thing. I keep telling this thing, that till 10th grade I had a problem of stammering, and nobody believes me when I say I had this problem. But what I'm saying is, what I realized in my life, that storytelling has helped me a lot in expressing my thoughts and in building that holding space with my audience. So I think that is something that we need to collectively do. In whatever you do in life, storytelling has to be the key, and now you have that skill. Now we need, second step has to be to become an artist in this, and that will happen when you start doing more and more of storytelling. That experience will bring empathy in you. That experience will help you in recognizing your audience, and that is going to also help you in sharing those stories in bigger canvases and bigger spaces. So we are going to individually work with all of you on that, but this is going to be mandatory assignment. When we start second circle, you are going to talk about these experiences with the upcoming cohorts over the course of time, and there are going to be significant roles that you all will play in that. I know people who are in Kashmir, who are in different colleges. I can personally work with them outside Kashmir as well. We keep traveling to different places. So that is going to be one important thing. So having said that, I really wanted to share this thing. I thought of peace photography project in 2018, but never on earth I had thought this will become a powerful resource network for all of us. There has been a lot of work that we did at the back, but that work has not been done by me. That work has been done by us. I would thank all of you, but I would thank at the same time our team, Ipsita, Tabish, Urwa, Sahel Saab, Anas, Subur, Zahid, and many other people who were involved in the process. It would have never been possible without you all. So thank you so much, and we are all one single community now. I'm going to stop here and invite Anas. We have a very important activity that we are doing, followed by a wonderful performance by one of our brilliant singers who is with us, and she has been all the time with us, but not on the video. We feel guilty at the same time that she has to wait this much, but this is going to be an amazing closure. But before we go there, we have Anas with us. Over to you, Anas.
Thank you so much, Umar, for the amazing energy I can see floating from past an hour. Thank you so much, and thank you so much, everyone. I would want all of you and each one of you to catch your breath and rather take a deep breath and just try to compose yourself and be in the moment. And just think about the day when you first saw the application for the Peace Photography Project. Maybe you saw it on the internet, you saw someone forwarding it, you saw it over the email, over the Facebook, and you received the application call. And after the application call, on the single click of it, you applied for this program. And after a series of interviews with Tabish, with Melika, with Ipsta, getting emails after emails, you received the final confirmation that congratulations, you have been selected for the Peace Photography Project. One of its kind journey for us, for you. I think it also was one of its very kind project wherein we were also very unsure how to go about it. I still remember the day one when me, Ipsta, Omar, and Sohail sir were into the conversation. Just trying to build the smaller milestones for this entire journey. For this screen wherein we are looking at the wonderful 22 participants right here. To the day one, wherein we started at looking at all the wonderful faces, each one of you introducing themselves. Also taking me somewhere to my fellowship experiences. I still remember when I went to one of my fellowship interview, we were asked to prepare the elevator pitch. And trust me, before that, I had never prepared an elevator pitch. And I went with a very regular thought. My name is Anas. I have done my master's in social work. I have done this, blah, blah, blah. And then I heard people speaking creative minds, creative thoughts. And just in that moment, right over there, in those 2 minutes, I changed my elevator pitch and everybody loved it. That was the first step of my learning. The day I learned how to prepare an elevator pitch. I'm sure this process of 8 workshops that we have had so far has been a lot of learning, a lot of fun. We might have failed somewhere, we might have excelled somewhere. As it says, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Right here in this moment on our 8th workshop, maybe none of us are sure that we achieved our 100% target. But that's definitely not why we started. But we are really happy that we gave our 100% to the entire program. And so did you people, all the lovely people who are showing up right now, right here on this day with us. I would really want to thank each one of you for being with us. And just coming from that place wherein we were very scared on the day one of how the Peace Photography Project is going to be. What is this integration of photography with the peace, wherein we didn't have any clarity, to the day wherein we are claiming, and rather we are very happy in claiming that we are peace photographers. Going forward, I would request Ipsta to please share the Padlets with each one of you, wherein we would request each one of you to take 10 minutes and think about the entire process of where did you start, how did you start, where were you located during the initial phase of this entire piece photography project, and where do you see yourself now? Now that we have completed 8 set of workshops, what have you learned so far? Or how has your experience been? Or maybe what is the value addition that the piece photography project did to you? Sabur has shared the link in the chat box, and the time in my watch is 8:35. Maybe we can take 10 minutes. Thank you, Omar. Maybe we can take 10 minutes to go through this activity and think about anything we would want to mention over there. Omar, please add if I have missed anything. Thank you. Yeah, Omar, please add if I have missed anything. Yeah,
No,
thank you.
nothing has been missed. If anybody has any questions, just any thought, you can read the name and then write about it. You know, any comment that you have. So it is going to be a 3-layer thing. What has been your thought process when you were first, about to enter the fellowship? Second is going during the fellowship. What has been the evolution of thought process? And one, this is the closure part. Where are you right now? What has been your learning? So you can just write in 3 sentences, or just break it into 3 forms. So write it under your name. You can find your name, write it under your name.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm sure a lot of people are writing, and a lot of people will be writing again more, because it's a journey of 8 workshops we have had so far. Even if it's just 8, the experience, the memories, the learnings are way beyond than the number 8. And in case if anyone has not completed their Padlet yet, we would request you to please complete it once we close the session formally, because we would really love to hear more from you, and what has been your experience from this entire fellowship program. Thank you so much for being with me in the session. Now, all the serious work has been closed. All the heavy sessions, all the serious work has been closed.
I think what has been interesting is Anas saying all the serious work has
Storytelling by
been done,
Omar,
and then
and
Anas, we
taking
lost
the
you. Anas,
flash.
we lost you.
Oh,
Anas, you were
I'm
you.
sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we missed you from the point when you said all the serious work is over. You can continue.
Okay. So all the serious work has been done. The rule of third is over. The boring storytelling sessions from Umar are also over. And this is time for the fun. This is time for some music. And we are here having a wonderful person with us who needs no introduction. Welcome, Guneet Kaur. Uh, Guneet is a filmmaker, a singer, a music therapist. Uh, she can sing in more than 35 languages, both Indian and international. She believes that love is a revolutionary act when the world is constructed to promote hatred. Wow, what a thought. Thank you so much for being so patient with us, Guneet, and for being with us in the entire session. Without wasting a lot of time, without boring uh, our peeps further, I'm just simply handing over it to you. Please take us ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much for introducing me, Anas, and Ipsita for having me here, and Omar for the wonderful things that you've been talking about in this session. I'm so glad to connect with you all, and yeah, let's try and push forward the thought that we can bring about some really revolutionary changes by just being like bringing more love into this world. So I think like this is what this project is also about, that the peace photography project that you guys have conducted. I didn't honestly know anything about it much before, like I spoke to you Ipsita this morning, but like ever since then I think it's very inspiring, the kind of work that you've been doing. And since this platform is about storytelling, so I thought like let's sing, but like why not do that through a little like tiny little story that may interest all of us. So on that journey, let me introduce my fellow passenger on the seat. That's Shanti there. Say hello to her. So Shanti was a little girl who used to live in this beautiful village with like beautiful mountains and rivers and like streams, and she used to live with her mother, and she had a beautiful rose garden in front of her house, and both the mother and this little girl, they used to tend to that garden, water it every morning, and sing songs while they did that. And the songs that they used to sing was mostly about love and mostly about humanity and oneness. And these are the kind of songs and messages that she grew up listening to and she grew up on. And like these were the songs that she used to sing with her friends when they used to play together, and she would just pass on that message from her mother to her friends and everybody around her. So hardcore believer. So let's just say hello to her and listen to the first song that her mother sang to her when they used to tend to their rose garden.
Just one thing, your voice is a bit echoing. I don't know
Is
if
it?
it is me only, but is it with everybody else? Yeah, it is slightly echoing. We can hear you, but there is also an echo in it.
Okay, okay. Let me try and disconnect this. Is this
Yeah,
any
yeah,
better
please,
now?
please join back. Please join back. Come
Is
again,
this
please.
better?
Perfect,
I think,
perfect,
yeah, this
perfect.
is better. Okay, okay. So I'm just removing this. I don't know if the volume would be enough for you or
It's
not, but
perfect.
I'm
Yeah,
removing
we
my.
can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you perfectly. Please go ahead.
All right, all right. Works then.
And just one request from all of us, we usually talk about being on the video. This time you have to be on the video and audio as well, because this is going to be participatory, and we have to be singing chorus with Guneet. So nobody is going to spare you. Be on the video, peeps.
Yes, please, absolutely. Please join in whenever you can, wherever you can. They're like, apart from I think two songs, most of the songs should be known to you. They're all fairly popular songs. So please feel free to join in. But even if you're not able to join in, there's going to be an activity that we're going to do at the end of this session. So if not here, there's no escape. So like, let's just be prepared for that. So this first song is a kalam by Bhagat Kabir. He, as we all know, was a great social reformer, and he used to write about the oneness of humankind. So let's hear it for him. अवल अल्लाह नूर पाया अवल अल्लाह नूर पाया कुदरत के सब बंदे अवल अल्लाह नूर पाया अवल अल्लाह नूर पाया एक नूर ते सब जग उपजा एक नूर ते सब जग उपजा कौन भले को मंदे अवल अल्लाह नूर पाया अवल अल्लाह नूर पाया लोका परम न पूलो पाए परम न पूलो पाए खालिक खलक खलक में खालिक दूर रहे ओ सब ठाई एक नूर ते सब जग उपजा एक नूर ते सब जग उपजा कौन भले क्यों मंदे अवल अल्लाह नूर पाया अवल अल्लाह नूर पाया
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I think we need to unmute and clap. Yes.
Shanti is back to Shanti that story because this is the song that her mother used to sing to her, and she used to listen to this and hum alongside it and teach this lesson to everybody who used to play with her. But as she grew up in a world which was not exactly like the world of her childhood, and she adulted into this world wherein, like, the idealism of her childhood was still there, but she was also coming to terms with the fact that the world may not always be as much of a bed of roses as her mother taught her to be. So it was a difficult phase for her to adapt herself to that. Yet, like a true believer at heart, she always she chose to find more role models to promote that message. And who better role model they could have been than Shah Rukh Khan, because like I think all of us love him and everybody else also loved him. So she used to sing the love songs that Shah Rukh used to make popular on the screen, and used to sing the message of love with her friends. So let's give it to her once again for choosing such a cool role model, and let's enjoy this other song that she used to sing with her friends. इश्क की कलियां तुम है, शर्मो शर्मी में बंद है, दिल से दिल की ये कैसी जंग है, पल पल ये दिल घबराए, पल पल ये दिल शर्माए, कुछ कहता है और कुछ कर जाए, कैसी पहेली वो दिल मर जाना इश्क में चलती बड़ा जुर्माना, जरा सब्र तो कर मेरे यार, जरा सांस तो ले दिलदार, चल फिक्र को गोली मारे और है दिन जिंदड़ी दे चार, हौले हौले हो जाएगा प्यार चलिया, हौले हौले हो जाएगा प्यार, हौले हौले हो जाएगा प्यार चलिया, हौले हौले हो जाएगा प्यार, हौले 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 हो जाएगा प्यार चलिया, हौले हौले हो जाएगा प्यार, हौले हौले से हवा लगती है, हौले हौले से दवा लगती है, हौले हौले से दुआ लगती है, हाँ जरा सब्र तो कर मेरे यार, जरा सांस तो ले दिलदार, चल फिक्र को गोली मारे यार, है दिन जिंदड़ी दे चार, हौले हौले हो जाएगा प्यार चलिया, हौले हौले हो जाएगा प्यार, हौले हौले हो जाएगा प्यार चलिया, हौले हौले हो जाएगा प्यार, हौले 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 हौले. So she was very happy with whatever she was singing, and she was very excited to be spreading this message, maybe not through the boring and now forgotten Kabir of her mother's age, but like through a modern day superhero that was Shah Rukh Khan for her, because she believed that he could, get anybody to fall in love. But unfortunately, she was again in for a rude shock, because slowly as she progressed forward, and she did make many friends believe into her message of love, but her mother fell sick and she passed away, she died. And when she was coming to terms with that loss, she realized that a brash person had come to live in the next door neighborhood house to her, and he kind of eyed the beautiful garden that she had mended to, because after her mother's passing away, she was kind of pouring all her love and attention and energies into mending that garden, because she believed that her mother had given her a beautiful blessing in the form of that garden, and she believed that to be the epitome of whatever is good in this universe. And she couldn't really understand the fact why this person would want to take away that also from her. So he would try to ransack that and would want to build a parking lot in that place. She grew very sad, she grew maybe depressed also even. And in those times she sought solace in the words of this beautiful 17th century poetess Haba Khatun. um, to all my Kashmiri friends here, if I do mispronounce a few words, please forgive me. I've tried to work on my pronunciations, but yeah. So she found solace in that, and she asked for forgiveness for not just her sins of not being able to take care of her garden, but also to the sins of the people who were committing that crime against her. So let's hear it to her.
क्यों वादियों म्यान महने रह बख्श तुम सार परवरदिगारों से क्यों वादियों म्यान महने से क्यों वादियों म्यान महने आ सिपार त्रिहमर परमा के आनो फिर ना खुन को सीर सबरे सिपार त्रिहमर परमा के आनो फिर ना खुन को सीर सबरे मशगूल खत को सी फरमाए अखबारों से क्यों वादियों म्यान महने राह बख्श तुम सार परवरदिगारों से क्यों वादियों म्यान महने
Does it call for once more?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope my pronunciation was not that bad.
It was beautiful. Yeah.
Punit, I think Anas has been doing wonderful work. He parallelly translated all the lyrics in English. So it was kind
Yes,
of
I could see that. I could see that. That's beautiful. Thank you, Anas, for doing that. Actually, because the lyrics of the song are so beautiful that like, it's such a pity that like some people cannot understand that while I'm singing it, because there's always a disconnect if you're not able to understand what which is what is being sung. So yeah, thank you for that. So there we have our lady back. So Shanti was in a very sad mood, but like then luckily her friend came over and she said like, what the heck are you doing to yourself? Like, do you see what a beautiful garden you have? Like, do you realize that like your songs have power, your garden has a power, you have a lot of power inside. And she reminded of her the songs that she used to sing with her mother, and because they were playmates and they used to play together, she reminded of all the goodness that her mother gave her, and that kind of gave her a little bit of strength. And knowing that there was another one person fighting next to her and like singing those songs, she decided to look for the good inside, and she decided to be this messenger of peace that her mother had raised her to be. And she found solace in another beautiful song that her mother used to sing, and I promise that's going to be the last song of this little set that we have. And I request everybody to join in when we sing that, because that's going to give us a lot of power, and that's not just for Shanti, but for each of us who are like fighting our own different battles that we have here. All of you who are going to be the ambassadors also and tell your stories through a certain lens to promote like goodness, wellness, peace, and togetherness of like the mankind. So this song is not just for her. This song is dedicated to all of you and all of us also. So please join in this song. This song is, by the way, beautifully written by Shailendra, who we only see as this lyricist of romantic songs in Bollywood, but he's written some really, really beautiful songs. So that's like a side trivia that I would like to share with you. So yes, off to our last song, and this like I say, should be our pledge to peace, and this was Shanti's pledge to peace indeed, and. तू जिंदा है, तू जिंदगी की जीत पे यकीन कर, अगर कहीं है स्वर्ग तो उतार ला जमीन पर। तू जिंदा है, तू जिंदा है, तू जिंदगी की जीत पे यकीन कर, अगर कहीं है स्वर्ग तो उतार ला जमीन पर। तू जिंदा है। And to all of us who are sad, this is for us. ये गम के और 4 दिन, सितम के और 4 दिन, ये दिन गुजर भी जाएंगे, गुजर गए 1000 दिन। ये गम के और 4 दिन, सितम के और 4 दिन, ये दिन भी जाएंगे, गुजर गुजर गए 1000 दिन। कभी तो होगी इस बहार, कभी तो होगी इस चमन पे भी बहार की नजर, अगर कहीं है स्वर्ग तो उतार ला जमीन पर। तू जिंदा है, तू जिंदा है, तू जिंदगी की जीत पे यकीन कर, अगर कहीं है स्वर्ग तो उतार ला जमीन पर। तू जिंदा है, तू जिंदा है। And this one is specially for all of us because this is like, I think, all of us together. So please sing and join wherever you can, especially at the chorus part, tu zinda hai. So yeah. हमारे कारवां को मंजिलों को इंतजार है, ये नदियां और ये बिजलियों की पीठ पे सवार है। हमारे कारवां का मंजिलों को इंतजार है, ये आंधियों ये बिजलियों की पीठ पे सवार है। जिधर पड़ेंगे एक कदम बनेगी एक नई डगर, जिधर कहीं भी स्वर्ग है उतार ला जमीन पर। तू जिंदा है, तू जिंदा है। This is the time for everybody to join, please. Because I've been forgetting lyrics left, right, and center, so please help me with this. तू जिंदा है, तू जिंदगी की जीत पे यकीन कर, अगर कहीं है स्वर्ग तो उतार ला जमीन पर। तू जिंदा है, तू जिंदा है, तू जिंदगी की जीत पे यकीन कर, अगर कहीं है स्वर्ग तो उतार ला जमीन पर। तू जिंदा है, 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 तू जिंदा है। So that's what Shanti had to teach us today. I think I'm not able to figure out which way is the correct way because I think the video is like the mirror image, so it goes the other way. So yes, that's what Shanti has to say. So I hope you enjoyed her little story, and I hope you enjoyed the little songs that she used to, put forward her message and her words. And yeah, I really hope all of us can take back something from it. And before I wrap up this session officially, I really want everybody, all of us, to give me something that we can co-create, because this is going to be our takeaway from whatever we've done today. And I want peace to be heard in not just one language, but in all the other languages that we have here. So if you can just give me some words, what is peace called in your language? We call it shanti, we call it peace. In Kashmiri, if it is called something else, Ipsita, if you know some other word. So if you can, in I don't really know where you all are from, but in your own local languages, if there is any word for peace, then just drop it here, and let's pick a few words and make a song out of it, so that we can at least all of us sing together and take that song with us wherever we go. Anybody? Aman. Oh, that's a nice one. Yes. Shanti. Wow. Okay. Shanti is there in every other language. Very nice. So we have Shanti, we have peace, we have Aman. Anything else? Sukoon can be used. Yes. Anybody? It's a little bit of a vocabulary test for us. How many languages we know Shanti in?
Sukhan.
I'm sorry, what?
Sukhan.
Sukha.
Sukhan.
Sukhan. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
What language is this?
I don't know, but connect it to the piece. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in Marathi also. There is another word called sukh,
Yeah.
Yes,
which also means peace.
All right. I think we can construct something out of this. Let's see. But you please have to sing with me, yeah. ऐसे नहीं चलेगा.
Guneet, we have another singer in the room. Maybe we can tap him. Omar.
Oh yes, please. Please join.
He's just kidding. He's just kidding. There was a time I used to.
I'm very much serious, at least for tonight.
Yes, please, Omar, please join. At least one more voice. It'll be a nice duet. Come on. So we have Shanti, we have peace, we have Aman. For Sukoon, we can, I think, use Sukhan, because that's a different language, and we already have something in Hindi already. So we want Shanti, we want peace, we want the whole world to come along as one. We want Aman, we want Sukhan, no more wars and hatred to break our world. We want Shanti, we want peace, we want the whole world to come along as one. We want Aman, we want Sukhan, no more wars and hatred to break our world. We want Aman, we want Shanti, we want Sukoon, we want peace, we want everything that brings the world to love. We want peace, we want Shanti, and no more wars and hatred to break our world. So yeah, so that's a song that I think that's for all of us, and I kind of close my session with this, and I hope that it was mutually, I really had good fun listening to you all, like listening to your stories and like, all the good things that you had to say. But I really hope that you also enjoyed this session. So yeah. So that's it about the songs. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Guneet. Thank you so much for coming tonight for this session. And I think the comments for itself speaks how lovely the entire session was. Each and every person loved your voice. Thank you for gracing this session today. And
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to the entire team. And I really hope that, like, this is just not the fringe of, like, our community now. And this can be the mainstream, at least in years to come. So, yeah.
Thank you.
so thank you so much. And as we have formally come to the closure for this session, and we are here tonight completing our 8th workshop formally. However, we will continue to stay together in multiple spaces, in multiple ways, being part of different forums, different capacities, as Omar has rightly said. I would want to thank each one of you before handing it over to Omar. Thank you so much. Over to you, Omar.
I'm so sorry, I got dropped off due to internet issues.
We are still waiting for the last 2 lines from you, by the way, the music lines.
Right now, and I think there is a lot of noise, right?
That's okay. You have your own chorus with you.
Okay, so I have not done it for years. Mehak, I think you are from Islamic University, right?
No, I'm from Jamia.
No, I'm saying currently is somebody who is from Islamic. So I think Sohaib is from Islamic University, right? So Sohaib, your
yes.
face in it that was recorded years ago. So I have been that face. But just telling you, I'm not been into singing for a while. That was learning from Guneet the art of storytelling and connecting songs together. I mean, it was amazing. I think you mastered this thing, and I think this has also been a lot of learning. There is an internal desire where I would not want this space to discontinue right now, but there is also helplessness that we all have to be back and have dinners and back to families. But just 2 lines that are coming to my mind right now. For Sur and everything, please spare me. So these are some things that I had written some time back. Ye dil ki तमन्ना थी तेरे साथ रहूं मैं ये दिल की तमन्ना थी तेरे साथ रहूं मैं हालात की मर्जी है हालात की मर्जी है तेरा नाम न लूं मैं ये दिल की अपनों को पराया कहा जिस शख्स की खातिर वो मुझसे ये कहता है वो मुझसे ये कहता है उसे गैर कहूँ मैं ये दिल की तमन्ना थी तेरे साथ रहूं मैं. Thank you so much for bearing my voice. But there is
and you said you don't know how to sing. Oh God, you have such a beautiful voice.
That was an inspiration also. Just wanted to say big thank you to Guneet. I think Guneet, what has been amazing is converging the idea of peace, your art that has. We have not heard from many of you over the course of time, but today we got to hear from everybody. We are surely leaving for now, but we are anyways going to have Guneet with us for upcoming circles as well, because she understands this space. She also understands the significance of such fellowship, such programs, and we all are now leaving as fellows of Peace Photography Project, and we are going to continue and expand to the circles that we are going to reach out. Anything anybody has to say, we have not taken your feedbacks. We are definitely going to reach out to you, and we need video recorded feedbacks that are going to be your testimonies for what you have learned in this program, and we are going to share those in national and international developmental circles. Take your time, process, gather thoughts, and get back to us with your recorded videos, obviously in portrait format. We can be technically clear with what we want from you, but apart from that, anything for now, in next 5 minutes you want to share any thought that you have on the top of your mind, please share, and after that we'll get back. We know we have been holding you for a while, and I'm at a different place. I have my friends, who kind of want me to come with them for dinner. But yes, in another 5 minutes, please share what lies in your, what is in your mind for today. Any thought, any expression you want to write, please do that. We'll just stop here and wait for that. In fact, if nobody is tagging, I would want to tag Deepak.
I mean, sometimes it feels like I'm talking too much, but maybe allowed for me for the one last time. I actually really wanted to thank everyone for making this journey very, very beautiful. And particularly Sohail Saab, nothing like, I just wrote a message. I'll just read it out. Maybe by that way, I will be very short and crisp. Thank you very much for your workshop. I enjoyed teachings and your techniques and all the time spent with you. Really, really very effective. Some of the very bright highlights of my journey with you were, you are making everyone comfortable, made us learn through examples and details of assignments submitted by everyone. In my understanding, that's a great teaching technique. You always emphasized on thinking and vision, and the camera is just a tool, although that's important. It was also so nice of you to devote your time for this workshop. Thank you everyone at Stears to have made this effort. Lots of gratitude. All of you, please take a bow. Thank you. And then nothing could have ended this finale better than what Guneet did for us. Thank you.
If nobody else is saying anything, I can just add on to that. I'm so glad that Ipsita, you connected with me, and I'm so glad that I could be a part of this forum, and in coming times also it'll be something nice that I would want to kind of connect with and explore the possibilities of how we can converge our energies together in bringing about something nice to the world. Yeah. Thank you once again for having me here.
Thank you.
Vipin, you were unmuting yourself.
No, I was not, but I would. Okay, so
You should not say no. This is an art of grabbing an attention.
I know. I've learned this art from you, Umar. Thank you so much. So yeah, I have, again, I'll be brief. So I have few words for Suhail sir. Everyone has been amazing. So a mentor, a guide, a life lesson you are, a photographer with difference, full of passion you are, a teacher, no preacher, such grounded you are, who taught us to see peace, that light you are. Thank you so much, Suhail sir. You are our star.
Thank you.
Okay, I
Thank
have
you so much.
something for Suhail sir, which I made just in hurry, but I would like to.
Well, please get it closer to the camera. We can see it, but it is a bit distant. Can you get it closer to the camera?
Oh, that's so kind. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much.
And I will just read it out. A great teacher takes the hand, opens the mind, and touches the heart. Thank you, Suhail sir, for everything. You made me realize my happiness. And I'm very grateful that I met you and you had a great role in enhancing our photographic skills. I wish to meet you here, have a conversation with you. So when are you coming to Kashmir? You taught us so many things beyond photography. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Absolutely. My next visit, I'm going to meet all of you. Promise.
We'll love to host you.
Thank you.
Mehak has raised her hand to wipe off something, but yeah, we can take it as a hand raise.
No, I got your skill now. But anyways, it has been an amazing journey. Wonderful fellows and the team, Sahel sir, everyone from the team, very cooperative and very helpful. And I'm just thankful for this opportunity. Like I literally appreciate this. Thank you so much, everyone.
Please help me in tagging somebody, Mehak. So Ranjit has genuinely raised a hand right now. Ranjit.
Yeah.
Sahab has also raised his hand.
Okay.
So
So
Ranjit,
shall I
after
say?
that's fine.
Okay. मैं एक शेर कहूंगा, हमारी तकमील में हिस्सा आपका भी है बहुत, हम आपसे न मिलते तो अधूरे रहते. So thank you everyone.
I too have a message for Sohel sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be a peep. I can confidently say I wouldn't have grown and learned as much as I have in these past weeks without your constant feedback and guidance. I am so grateful for all the feedback you provide on my photographs and the patience you had as I learned more about the content creation. I know I have become a better photographer thanks to you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. This was an experience I will remember for a lifetime. I wish you all the best. And also for the Stears team, thank you for giving me such an opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great. So anybody else, anything that you want to share? If not, we have WhatsApp groups where you all have shared messages to Sahel sir. In fact, we got some calls where you had messages for team members or generally for people in the cohort, in the team. You can do that. You have time. We also would require your feedback, video feedback, that we are going to call you separately. But for all the other things that we spoke about today, we are going to talk about and reach out to all of you. Thank you so much. You guys have a great evening. And we all are part of this community, and going forward we'll try to create more productive spaces where we can have more members, and offer them what we could learn and from the experiences outside this cohort as well. So thank you so much, and let's meet in the next circle, and obviously not in the circle before that, because there is a lot of work that we have to do in upcoming. This is a huge responsibility that we are taking as fellows now onwards. Just a couple of things on the idea of popularizing the concept. We would request you to post your picture in your profiles, on social media, with the caption of learning, and tag us, and also, let your friends know about our work and our organization. That can be your starting point of how we at Stears work. And just one thing that I wanted to mention is that Stears is an open platform. We are all coming with different skill sets. We don't work with a traditional format. We do a lot of research. And one interesting thing that I would tell you, like, we have members who are in 11th grade to members who are actually professionals in different places. So this is an open space of exploration. So now you're part of not just this program, but of the organization. Call this as your own space. Come with ideas beyond piece photography. Tell us, how you want us to go about it. We can sit, talk, do research, and go about it. That is how we ideate and work. Everything that we do at Stears is well researched, and we do global research for things that we have done. Some of the projects that went really well and we got recognition for is conflict transformers program, which was globally accepted for the module that we designed for conflict zones. We do have Rejoice calendar. We have safe spaces for children. We work a lot around theater and peace building, peace photography project. We've been part of it. We have many other programs that are not done before. We have done many of them for the first time. So we do a lot of research before designing and setting up things. So you are going to have your thoughts. We are going to listen more from you, work on those ideas. So consider yourself from today onwards that you're part of Stears. We'll definitely talk more to you and understand your spaces. And also a lot of times we've been thinking about how can I contribute. Think about this program, think about Paul, think about Sahel Saab, operating from a different geography globally. For us it might be night, for him it is going to be a day. But look at how we synergize and how we accomplish this journey together. So you being anywhere on this planet does not matter to us. You having an interest of doing something, we are open to work with you. You follow, you lead, we'll follow. We lead, you follow. This is going to be that journey. And honestly, we see a lot of potential people, competent people who can bring a lot of change on ground and have a deep desire to do that. Let's do that together. I think that will be a selfish interest and desire that we'll be putting forward, that any good idea you have, please don't do it anywhere. Let's do it together, and we will not disappoint you. So thank you so much. Any thought that you have not been able to gather, please write in the chat WhatsApp group. We'll meet you soon in coming days. Thank you so much. You guys have a great evening, and you can send hearts to me. You have not sent anything to me. I'll have to feed my soul at least by the end of the day. Thank you so much. And I really want to thank Tabi, Shurwa, Subur for being patient. In the process, they have been the ones talking to you continuously, and there has been an amazing work. They are quite younger in age and in experience, but they have done what maybe experienced people would have never done. So thank you so much to all of you. And definitely we have a huge responsibility. We are setting up and popularizing this idea. We are speaking at multiple forums. We would want you to also be part of those forums. Let the world know what we do at Peace Photography Project. Thank you so much and have a great night.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, great guys. Thank you so much. I think Subur, Tabi, Shurwa and Subur, I could not say enough wahan pe, but I genuinely thank you all for all the hard work. We have kept appreciation letters for you. It does not matter. I mean, that is just a piece of paper, but genuinely this would have not been possible without you guys. And I definitely, Anas will also echo, and Ipsta, you guys can speak out anything that you have.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Umar. And I think I'll just sum it in one line. It wasn't an easy job to deal with 20 people and bugging them every now and then and asking them to respond via emails, messages, asking them after every 5 minutes, please join, please respond, please submit your assignments. I mean, it required a hell lot of patience. But nevertheless, I think I would really like to congratulate you all, and to me and to entire team. We made it, and we made it successful. Thank you so much, everyone. It has been such a great learning experience for each one of us, and I'm sure we are having a lot of takeaways from this entire project. Thank you.
Certainly,
I would want, I would want to hear from Urva. How easy was this journey for you?
Not really easy. Whenever I could, I did. I was having college at one side. Then I was in clubs also. I was going for therapy sessions in the starting days, and I did whatever I could. That's all.
You did amazing.